Hello and welcome. This is Cara, and today I wanted to show you how to put the Sunflower Folio together. If you do not have the Sunflower Folio, you can sign up for the newsletter and it will be the freebie that arrives after you sign up. Yay! Kind of fun because this is my first folio kit, so kind of fun. All right, I will have the link for the newsletter sign up in the description. All right, so let's take a look at the kit. There's this page that has the cover and then some ephemera. And then this one has a large tag that you can layer these pieces on and some more ephemera. And then a whole page of ephemera here, lots of tags, journaling cards. And then, excuse me, this one, it makes a tuck spot with this part, and then some more ephemera. And then this page you can print on the back of the cover. So you would print it one time and then send it back through, and then print this on the back side. So then when you have your folio, you see this on the inside. You can also do it for this next piece, which is the file folder. So you can print it on the back of this. So there's a file folder. It can be used as a mini folio or a file folder. And then you have some corner tuck spots here. Okay, so let me get my things all situated and I'll show you how to score the pieces. Be right back. Okay, for the next part, you need your folio cover, the file folder. You don't necessarily need that, but you also need your layered tag. So let me show you how to score it. When you look at the cover, there are two lines that go down next to each other, and that's going to make a little gusset so that if you do want to add your file folder kind of as a signature into your folio, you can do that. So let's go ahead and score those two. I'm just going to line it up and score one, and then I'm going to move it over and I'm going to score the other one. Okay, so then I'm going to just take it and fold these down. And then I like to ink my edges. There is a little bit that looks like ink that I added, but it's not bad to just add a little more. There we go. And then the other part we need to score, you'll see, I'll do it this way, two lines, again, right here. Now this is up to you. You don't have to score both of them. Here, let me show you what I mean. So you can score the first one so that the envelope or folio folds over. Let me show you. So you can just fold this one, and then you'll have kind of a longer front piece. Or if you want to put something more in here, you might want to then score the second line. And it just makes it so it's a little more, it allows for more space, I guess, or more items in the folio. Because it makes a little gusset. So then it would be like this. All right. Again, we can ink up this one, and then we're going to set this aside for a second. And then here is the file folder, and the file folder, there's one line, but that's actually for the stencil piece right here, but you'll see a line that goes all the way down, and that's the one you want to score. Just line that up. And then fold that, and then you have a cute little file folder. And now this guy can then be sewn in like a signature like that, or you could just have it in a pocket in the back or even back here. It's really up to you. But here is the what is it? The envelope. No, not envelope. File folder. All right, so then we have our layered pocket. So you have these two guys that can go on this tag to make a layered pocket. You don't have to use them. You can use one and not the other. It's really up to you. And again, you'll see some lines and you just want to follow the line, and then that's your score line. Mine, I think I cut mine a little wonky, so I had to kind of adjust. All right, and then we'll score the other one. And then you just fold the flaps. And then you can burnish them down. And if you are using cardstock, this might not be a bad idea, just to make it a little flatter. Ink up your edge. And this one, like I said, I think I cut this one a little funky, so I'm going to just trim this off a little bit. Now that folds down a little bit better. And then do the same thing with this one. And burnish this as well. And then a little ink. All right, so that is all the scoring you need to do. And then you can take your pocket and you can glue it on like this and like this. I am gonna sew around mine before I stitch. And same thing with this, I'm gonna sew around and this. But there's one other thing. Oh, let's talk about, there's two other things. Okay, let's talk about this pocket. So this is kind of the background that you can glue on, and then you could glue this on, and then it's a pocket here, and you can also make it a pocket here. You can flip it this way if you want your pocket this way. You could put your pocket here. You could put it on the back or wherever you want it to go. You can also put it inside of your file folder and glue it like this, and you might have to trim depending on how well you cut. Like I have to trim a little bit off, but you could put it in here. You just might want to make it a little, trim it up a little bit, but it could go here, and then that could also be a pocket again if I trim it a little bit. But I don't think this side is a little too short. I mean, you could, but it's a little short. This side is definitely doable. Or you can also put it on the back if you wanted. So again, it's kind of fun, this folio kit. You can kind of decide how you want it to go. All right, and then there are these corner tucks. And I thought I cut them out, but I'll be right back. So here are the corner tucks. And these, you can put them in here in your file folder. You just would have to trim a little bit off of the triangle. You could also have one over here. So same thing, you just need to trim off a little bit. It could even go, probably this one, could go, well, maybe not so much right there, but let's try over here. So it can go over here or here. You could have a pocket on the front, on the back. And then one of these, yeah, you could do this, like if you wanted a top tuck, right? They could go up there. You could have one down and one up. Again, it's really up to you how you want it to go. Or you could use these together if you didn't want to have a pocket like this. Or you could put it on the back, right? There's all sorts of options for how you want to do it. So next thing I want to do is I'm going to go take this to my sewing machine and stitch around the edges, and I'll be right back again. Okay, so now I have my pieces sewn around, and I stitched around this part and then here, and then did some fun stitching around the tag. So then you take your bigger piece, fold the flaps down, and then we're going to add some glue on the flaps. Oops. And then put this on our tag. Go. And then we're going to do the same thing, just give that a second, with this pocket. I'm going to glue this down. Whoops. I'm going to put some clips on mine because I'm using this other glue and it doesn't seem to want to catch or, you know, kind of grip. So I'm going to use a couple of these guys just so that it can do its thing. Up here. All right, so I'm going to set that aside and let it dry. Okay, now this I had printed off before. I just wanted to show you that if you do not print on the back, it still looks just fine, and if you embellish it or do different decorations in it, it's going to still be okay. And same thing, if you don't sew around it, it's going to look fine too. All right, so now let's decide how we want it to go. I'm probably going to show you sewing this in, and maybe I'm going to put my tag here in the back, and then this will be sewn in here, and then I'm going to have this guy probably like this. So what I did on this back piece is I took my circle punch and I punched a hole, and then I did some stitching. I did some not so great stitching, but I did some stitching, and I had to put this together. I glued it together, and then I realized if I wanted stitching here, I should have sewn around this first, kind of like what I did with my pocket, but I think it'll be okay. So I think I'm going to do this, and this is going to be a tuck and then a tuck here. And then my file folder is going to be my little signature. And then we have our little pockets. Oh, and then that's going to go back there. So I think I'll do one of these here. And one on the back like this. I think that'll be cute. All right, so let's go ahead and glue this in first, and then I'll sew in the file folder. And then it's embellishing time, which is super fun. Now, don't forget, you can add your lace and, you know, all your goodies. I'm just kind of showing the basic way that this can go together. There we go. Make sure it's not on my fold, so we'll still fold. Okay, and then I get my thread. I think I'll use brown and my awl and my smushing book. My whole book. Okay, I'm just gonna eyeball it. If you want to measure it and be precise and put it precisely in the middle, you go for it. But for this, I'm just gonna, and I'm only gonna do 2 holes, I think. Well, no, let's do 3. So I'm gonna go middle-ish. Middle-ish. Again, if you are a measurer, this might drive you crazy. And then up and down. Okay, oh, I forgot my needle. With my newly organized room, it's so nice. I know where everything is. All right, and then let's do a little bit. That should be plenty. Thread the needle. And then I'm just going to go through the middle to the top. And through the bottom. And then back through the middle. Not through the string, if I can help it. There we go. Let's, did I go through the string? Let's get a little more string on this side. There we go. And then I like to have 1 string on each side and just tie a knot. And tie another knot. And then we can cut this off a little bit. Little room if we decide we want to dangle. And there's that. Did I still? I'm staying down. No, okay, good. Oh, yeah. That's something I've done many a time. All right, so there's that. So super cute so far. There's that and our file folder. And let's glue in our layered tag. Again, you don't have to glue it in. And it could also be another tuck spot if you want it on the side right here. I am just going to glue mine down. There we go. And middle-ish again. There we go. So it stays. And then we need to decide, where did I say? I think I was having 1 here and 1 here. But I think we need to trim just a little bit off the tip of this one so that it will fit. I probably did a little too much, but that's okay. Then we're going to glue this on. Then let's glue the other one on. Get rid of my little string there. And glue it on. Cute, cute. Cute. Okay, now the other thing is you could put Velcro here to fasten it, or you can tie it with sari silk. I mean, maybe even a snap, or however you would like to, you know, kind of close it. I think Velcro, or if you printed the backing page separate, kind of like this one. right? I could print and then glue this on after, but add a magnet here and then have this glued here. And then you would have to do the same thing on this side, like figure out where you want your closure, your magnet, right? No, your magnet would have to be on the top. So you would have to have something to hide it, but you could add a little embellishment or something if you want to hide the magnet. So you could add a magnet to it as well. Okay, so now the fun part. Let's add some goodies. And then the rest is just the fun. You can just kind of decide where, oh, not dry enough, where you want your embellishments to go. And again, I would also add some lace. And then you also have these labels. You could label different things. This could also be, oh, that's a good idea. We could do a closure like that where this slides up. Or let's use this one maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna add some glue on the one side of the sunflower, because maybe you don't have magnets or maybe you don't have Velcro. So I'm just gonna hold it here for a second. This butterfly would have been cute. That would have worked too. And then this can kind of tuck under there. Very cute. So yeah, that might need to be held a little bit more. And then let's see, maybe we want to paper clip these guys on. And let's make a little cluster down here with our little ephemera pieces. That's kind of fun. Hey, kibbles, kibbles. I was thinking maybe I could use the buttons, but I only think there's 2 buttons. But that would be cute at the end. Kibbles. Kind of tuck that in. You know what? I think this guy is a little too big. Needs a little more glue now. Add 2 butterflies. There we go. And maybe this in here. There we go. And let's add this label. So we have those, and then we need a couple tucked in here. There we go. And then this will still go like that. Cute. And for this, I'm just gonna make a little bow. Again, you could add dangles, you could add beads. I'll trim this off. You still have a ton of ephemera. Super cute. Maybe we don't want that there. Oh, we have this guy. Yeah, we need to put something here. Let's do that. There we go. Maybe I should make it straight. There we go. And then the butterfly. Super cute. Yep. Let's add those there. Those are a little smaller. I think that's good. And then there you go with your pockets. And then all tucked. Okay, so I showed you the one that I did with the sewing. I also quickly wanted to show you the one that I added Velcro to. And then this one I added some lace and some dangles. And yeah, so I did it a little bit different. This one I took the file folder and made it a little journal. Ah, my glue. I used some of the ephemera to make little tabs. And so yeah, this one I put the pocket on the back, so it's a little bit different than this one, just to show you that you can kind of change them up to however you want them. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you want to grab the folio freebie, you want to check out the link in the description for the newsletter sign up. And yeah, I hope you enjoy, and I hope you have a wonderfully crafty day. All right, bye-bye.